Hey Meeps, it's almost Christmas time, and that is the season of giving. So today, I want to talk about giving. It's gonna cut right to the chase and provide you with 10 ideas of what to get board gamers as a gift. When this releases, most of the brands that I recommend have killer Black Friday deals. But this is a list that transcends this. Maybe you're looking for a birthday, an anniversary, Christmas, repaying a favor, or something else. This video will steer you right. Oh, and no money or products exchange hands. These are my opinions on stuff that I have purchased. I just wanted to be clear on that. So let's jump in. A board game bag is number one. Honestly, one of the most useful things on this list. But it seems so simple. I'll show you what I use now in a second, but first, I'll tell you what I used to use. A laundry basket. Yeah, like a white laundry basket. I would pack it up for youth group nights with so many games that I could fit in there, and it would kind of be overflowing and I'd kind of be balancing it. Let's just say it wasn't ideal. So I then used a Peak Design camera bag, and when we go on retreats, I'd fit as many games into it as possible, but it was just the small games, and really it didn't fit everything that I wanted to do. So, what do I use now? Well, before I fully dove into the hobby, I bought this backpack. This is from Geek On. Found it on Amazon, and I have it open here for you somewhere so that we can just look at what it fits. I think it's pretty awesome. That would be catchphrase. So somewhere, there we go. So, I mean, just in this, as an example, I have Ticket to Ride, I have Dice Throne, I have a bunch of other games, and there's stuff up in here. So there's pockets on the side, so I put some playing cards in some. There's some zippable pockets. There's so many ways to use this bag, and I absolutely love it. And it was just something I found on Amazon, something I was looking for, and when I got it, like I said, I wasn't quite a geek yet, or at least I wasn't calling myself a geek yet. So in that, it's purple, it's huge, but the reality is that it fits on my back and it feels really nice. Now, the last bag that I have is actually the newest one. It's a rolling board game bag from All Play. Now, I got mine on a Kickstarter, and the bags are actually quite reasonably priced. So this would be the one that I got here, and I love it because it does have an extendable handle. So it's just like if you were going on vacation. Like I said, it's from All Play, and it's super cool. It's got a lot of features. This also can be a backpack. So if you wanted to use it like a backpack, it's got the straps that you need for it. But the thing you're probably gonna use it with is actually just the games and rolling it when you're going from place to place. So in there, I could have an example of my other one, but I already showed a bunch of games in there. This is pretty big. Now you can't really see far inside it because, you know, this is a great bag from All Play. All Play is gonna be on my list a few times for a few of the things that they have, and I would highly recommend either of these bags if you're looking for a bag. Now, the second gift for a gamer would be tray component holders. Now, I'm talking nice ones, not just a little bowl that you get out of your cupboard. And what I'm thinking is I highlight a company here. The company I want to highlight is bringing the heat, and it's called Modern Meeple. They have so many options of accessories, but their newest Kickstarter just brought out the Player One, which combines the personal component holders and card holders to stand your cards in while you're playing. But let's look at the other accessories that they have. They have a Gamey Susan, which spins for easy access. They have single part trays and even Dice Throne trays made specifically for that. And all these trays look amazing. The company's local in Massachusetts for me and is a great business to support. Speaking of local in Mass, if you like gorgeous wood products, Wormwood is an amazing company that makes only the highest quality products. From magnetic component trays, like I just said, to dice towers, dice holders, they are supreme additions to any gaming collection. But we'll come back to them a little bit later. The next thing I want to mention is Geek On box bands. Simple, but super useful. Transporting boxes, use them. Overstuffed box that includes expansions, use them. You can find them on the BGG, the Board Game Geek store. Fourth on this list is upgraded components, more specifically coins. Now, we love cardboard, but having wooden components for games or acrylic or resin components or even premium chips that are custom made for the games just feel better and they last way longer. But let's talk specifically about coins. How many games do you know that have coins or point tokens in the game? I remember starting Lorcana and punching out so many pieces of cardboard in the troves. But what if instead you had a set of coins that you could use in any game that upgraded each of those games in turn? Enter Pirate Gold coins. This is the poker set that they have. And this here is an amazing, amazing upgrade. Not only are they ultra premium, but each of them is very weighty. They're amazing and they double as poker chips if you actually just want to play poker. But I literally cannot say enough about these chips. So much so that an unboxing and review video is coming shortly. The fifth thing on this list might arguably be the most useful that we have, and that's a neoprene gaming mat. It changes everything, especially if you play games with cards. Wait, that's a majority of games actually. Immediately, you're probably thinking, Adam, you can't really talk here. Yours here are dinky. They're tiny. Well, yes, my large mat from All Play isn't here yet, but these small ones that I had bought for Lorcana work amazing and have revolutionized gaming for my wife and I. No longer am I trying to slide cards to the edge of the table just to pick them up, or lo and behold, if there's a little lip there and you can't actually get them over the lip, and you can't get them up, because all you have to do is just reach down and pick these up. The neoprene mat makes this amazing, and it's awesome. They look premium and they're just functional. My wife has had a bad concussion and she can't really handle noises right now. So playing Sagrada right here is a rolling dice game, and it's perfect on these mats because they dampen the sound. So go pick one up from All Play or Etsy if you want to customize it. Okay, now, this one is a stretch for most people, but I can't not put it on here as it revolutionizes the gaming experience. And that's a gaming table. And most come with a gaming mat included that we just talked about. But wait, just don't stop the video yet. Yes, gaming tables are expensive, but the first one I'm going to mention isn't. For you, I've got actually two tables that I can stand behind. The one that's coming from me is a gamefold table from Yarrow Studios. Every product they make is such high quality, and the reason I got it was to take to my youth board game nights because it's foldable and stuff. It's not this one, it's coming. And it comes with a carrying case. It actually has lights, LED that light it up, the cup holders, so much more. And it has table toppers as well, so you can actually just make it into a dining room table if you want. Check out that table and the other products that they make. But if I had the money, I would 100% buy a wormwood table. Their craftsmanship is the best I have seen in any table, let alone a gaming table. My suggestion would be for a modular table, as they have recessed space so you can keep your game set up in place and kind of place a topper on top. You can play another game, eat a meal together, or do homework, and your game's still underneath, ready to go. Not only do they have rectangular tables, they also have a hex table, wide tables, coffee tables, gaming desks, not a gaming desk, work desks, obviously. They have amazing chairs, rail accessories for those tables, and so much more. Like if I didn't work at a church and on a nonprofit income, you would see multiple wormwood products throughout my house. Dice towers, storage tiles that are magnetic, as I previously mentioned, custom dice trays, even custom candles if you want. Quality products made in the USA. If I became a millionaire, I wouldn't tell you that, but there would be signs. On to the seventh accessory. So we've got to protect the gaming table, right? Or the coffee table, and get some coasters. You can customize these or get pre-made ones at Etsy or other stores. And while you're at it, grab some wall art to go with them. And this is really what this one is. One of the best places for this is the Board Game Geek store. Movie and music art posters were a thing, right? So why not throw up some amazing art from what you love to do instead or in addition to what you already have? Oh, and why not just tag onto that for the eighth one? Get some apparel. Board Game Geek, again, or Etsy would be the place to go. You can get some t-shirts that have some cool sayings that really highlight you as a board gamer. Or wait, this is actually for a gift for someone else. So you can get one for you and for someone else. We're flying now. 9 are board game organizers. There's nothing worse than opening a box that someone else borrowed and everything is everywhere, and it takes 12 years to organize before you can even start playing. Once again, I'd go to Board Game Geek store for customized accessories, including the components that I mentioned earlier. More games, like Parks, an example. Wait, I have Parks right here. Parks by Keystone Games. Shout out to Keystone Games right here, honestly. You open this, it's an amazing game, by the way. I love it. It's one of my favorite games. Can't wait for that top 10 to come out so I can throw this in there. I love Parks, but in the box, you not only get one component case, but you get 2 component cases. Imagine all of these pieces, which by the way are wooden, not cardboard. Imagine all of these pieces just floating around in this box. Well, you don't really have to imagine it because that's never gonna happen, because Keystone did a great job and put these in there. But you can go on Board Game Geek store and find customized ones for the games that you love. So if you want to help a friend out, like maybe they love Wormspan, go buy a accessory pack for it that enables them to be able to customize this in their box. Now, this should happen in more boxes, honestly. I mentioned Keystone Games Parks. It should just happen in all games and not just in deluxe versions. But off the soapbox, these really help speed up getting the games to the table. We've made it to number 10, and that is simply a dice tray. Some people disagree here. There is something special with spilling your dice across the board and seeing where it lands. But how many times have we seen them go off the tables? And do you re-roll, or do you take it where it lands as it lands? I work with teens. I need a dice tray so they don't throw it everywhere. Buy a cheap foldable set from Amazon with snaps in it and it folds really flat, or, once again, and I'm gonna be a broken record here, you go to Wormwood. Check Black Friday deals, but you won't regret anything from them, and you'll be the talk of the town. Get some of these for yourself, give to others, make it happen. And this is the 11th thing on the list, the bonus thing. Give yourself to others. Give your time, pour into each other's lives. Because after all, we were created for community. Find your meeps.